always been myself. Like I try to give the fans back something because you're here because of them. So I just feel so bad not reposting a story where they mention me or whatever, you know, I just feel bad.
You are now tuned in to Dubstep FBI. What's up, everyone? Happy New Year. Happy 2021.
Year. Happy 2021.
I know, right? It's crazy how 2020 played out, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be in terms of our progression and work-wise and everything, but
it was messed up. Yeah. I guess we all have the time to just start to do new things, you know? But as far as shows, which is like the most important thing for a DJ, producer, whatever. Yeah, that was the bad thing.
Right. Well, Jessica, it seems like you've been kicking ass. I mean, judging from your social medias, you were throwing live streams every week. You were on top of your game. So, like, what do you have in store for 2021?
Well, like, not every week, but yeah, I did a bunch of live streams just because I don't know. I feel like even though we didn't have the shows, people was still wanting to see us and to listen to our new songs, because all of the songs that we released on 2020, it was like, okay, what should I do with them? I cannot play them in shows, on gigs or anything. And dubstep is kind of like, you know, that vibe of like the festival vibe, you know, the club vibe. And listen to dubstep on your house, it's okay, but it's not the same vibe, you know.
Right.
So I just feel like the need to do all of these live streams just to show people that, hey, I'm here. Dubstep is here. Like, you know, you can listen to me and you can watch me and all of the bass artists and still feel that vibe, you know, even though it was far from it. But yeah, I felt like it was like a little bit important.
We've been joking all year that we moved the pit to our living room. So, we got a big boom box. We got this nice area where we can headbang. You've probably seen us on TikTok going off.
Even on my live streams, like a lot of people show me videos that they did like a house rail, you know, with like the the grooms and stuff. It was so fun, but yeah.
Yep, exactly. You can have like your own little mosh pit in the living room.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, with your roommate, with your mom.
Yep.
So it's cool to see that.
But you have a couple shows coming up, don't you?
I have one. The first gig of my year is gonna be in Miami tomorrow. I don't even know what to expect. I mean, I did like the club thing where it's like limited capacity and all wearing masks and stuff. It was kind of weird because these venues are super big. So seeing them like at 10% capacity and stuff like that, it's so weird. But I'm still like grateful that I have gigs, you know?
Yeah.
So even if it's one person or 10 or 100 or whatever, I'm gonna give my best. Right. So yeah.
And what's it been like in Mexico? Because you're in El DF, right?
Yes, I live in Mexico City, and in Mexico City, there's a lot of like, people just don't give a fuck around here about COVID. They just do like bunch of parties, but like underground parties, you know, which I've never attended, but they just don't care. I mean, people running clubs, they just pay a certain amount to keep their clubs open, you know, but it's not like the government doesn't know about it, you know, so it's really underground and stuff. But yeah, I haven't been attending to any of those. Also, I just don't play much around here because people just doesn't receive dubstep well in clubs.
Yeah.
They just rather listen to reggaeton and like pop stuff and hip hop.
And their mariachi and los corridos.
Yeah. So Mexico City, and it hasn't been my concern as far as gigs, because I don't get to play a lot of my gigs here anyway. So I started playing in the US like the last year, and everything was going good until all of this happened. So now I don't get
Yeah.
to play anywhere. Well, Miami tomorrow, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, I can relate to the whole dubstep not really being
Right?
accepted in Mexico, because I was just in Playa del Carmen this last week with my
Oh, okay,
family.
yeah, yeah. And in
And
Playa and Tulum and stuff like that, they play mostly techno music, and yeah,
yeah, like deep house
yeah,
music,
for
and
sure.
progressive house, all of that. And
Yes.
my family put me in charge as the DJ, because, I'll play a mix of everything. And
Yeah.
anytime dubstep would come on, they would just kind of look at me like, seriously,
Oh,
can
for
you take
sure.
this
That's
off?
the look I got all
They
the
don't get
time
it.
here.
They don't
They're
get
not
it.
Yeah.
headbangers.
They're not true
Yeah.
headbangers. I try to teach them how to do the high knees, because we're known as doing the girls who do the high knees.
Yeah. They just
They were
don't
not.
get
They
it.
were not having it.
But
Yeah,
yes,
it's so weird here in Mexico, because techno music and deep house is like, you can hear them everywhere, even if it's a mainstream club. They start with techno and deep house and stuff like that. But bass music, no. It's like, no, you cannot play that here. Even if it's like 4 a.m. at night, you cannot play that. So we've been struggling with that like all these past years. So that's why I started to do my own events, so to speak, because I have my label. So I started to do like all of these shows for bass music, and we were just getting there, but again, all of this happened.
talk
COVID.
about your label, because I know a lot of people probably aren't that familiar with it. Like, how did it come
Yeah.
about? And then talk about how it kind of started rolling before the whole COVID thing happened.
Yeah, so I have 3 years with my label now. It's called A Records, and it was just basically, I started my label because I wanted to release my song somewhere. When I was starting, I didn't have the attention of any of the international labels or bass stuff like around the world. So my managers were like, well, just why don't you just make a label and you kind of release whatever you want? And so I started my label, and then I had the opportunity to help another bass music artist here in Mexico too. So the label started to grow, a little bit, because all of the songs that I release on my label, I play them at my shows. So it was like starting to get noticed, and we're starting to doing all these events called Madhouse, and they were like packed, like really, really packed. And we were doing the third one in April last year because of my birthday. And it was going to be a free show, like an entire free show. And before that, I played at Excision's gig in March in Denver.
We
And
were there.
Ryan was playing too.
We were there. We saw you for a little bit.
Really?
Yes,
Oh my god, that was
but
my last
we were,
show.
Yeah.
we were sad because the whole, sorry to go off topic here. So we had general admission, but to get into the show, you had to start waiting in line like 3 hours before the doors open. And
Yeah.
so some of our friends got in line for us, and then we got there like an hour before doors open. But even then, they were taking security was taking way too long.
Everybody
and we were
was
like,
telling
come
me
on,
that.
Jessica Audiffred is on, and we only
Oh
caught
my
like
god.
we only caught like 5 minutes of your set, and we were so sad.
Oh my god.
They took
Well,
forever.
I know. A lot of people told me that. It was an amazing show. It was my last show, like festival, like big show. So Ryan was playing there too. And I was like, hey, Chris, so my birthday is coming up, and I'm going to do like a Madhouse event in Mexico City. And I was like, do you want to go like to play? But I was just like joking,
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah.
Of course.
And he was like searching for flights the next day and stuff. And that's when everything was closed at the airports,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I was
man.
like, just don't look at anything. I don't think it's gonna happen. But he was coming to play to my show, to my birthday. I mean, for my gig to of my label, you know. So it was going to be like a really good one. So yeah, and then after that, I was thinking about making Math House with international acts too, like friends of mine who I've been collabing or stuff like that, you know. So
Heck
to
yeah.
make it a little bit bigger here,
That's so
just to
sick.
open up the scene a little bit.
I love
Yeah.
that you were like, hey, I'm just going to start my own label. Like, screw everything else. Like,
Yeah.
you felt so empowered enough to the point where you created this whole enterprise and now you're putting other artists on. I think that's amazing for the scene. And I love to see other women doing that.
Yes, I think it's amazing because at the beginning, as I told you, I was thinking more of my like for my releases, and then I noticed that I could actually help a lot of Mexican producers right there, and not just Mexicans. I've released stuff even from Spain, but the thing is that I believe in those artists so much. So whenever I get to play their songs from my label, I try to caption them on videos so I can post it on my socials and tag them and just speak about them on my Instagram or whatever it can help. So it's not just like a regular label where you release stuff and that's it. No, I try to make special videos with them. I try to make live interviews with them whenever I can do to help, you know?
We were talking about that earlier. Like, the difference between you and maybe a few other producers is that you're so engaged on social media, and like that really makes the upcomers have hope that, you know, they can get on your label and like they'll get some exposure. And I feel like it contributes to the following that you have, because you have a huge following. It looks like you have a cult following
thanks.
to us, honestly.
Well, I don't know. I've always been myself. Like I try to give the fans back something because you're here because of them. So I just feel so bad not reposting a story where they mention me or whatever. You know, I just feel bad. It's not like me, and I'm always like so grateful that they love my music and that they support me, my music, even my merch. You know, just watching them wearing my merch is like mind blowing to me. That someone wants to wear my face on their chest. It's like
Such a good feeling.
So I'm like, I feel so grateful every day, and I try to show them that, you know, because we're all here because of them.
Exactly. That's what's super admirable because, I mean, I would say you have a huge footprint, especially being in dubstep in Mexico. You're pretty much the ambassador of Mexico, I would say.
I
but,
mean, I don't think so. We have Boombox Cartel too.
I mean, so, I don't know. It's like, I could think of
but he
maybe
doesn't
3.
live here.
Like you and Dizzo.
Yeah. But I mean, we have a lot of cool artists, but I guess because I'm a woman, you know, it's like easy for them to notice me because there are not many women in dubstep, even in Mexico. Like, I feel like you have more in the US, right?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I think that 2021 is going to be a big year for women in dubstep. But I'm curious to hear what it's like for you to be a female in dubstep in Mexico. Like, what is that like?
It's fun. It's fun because I I don't know. I've been playing dubstep for like a little bit over 8 years now, and at the beginning, when I played dubstep in festivals like 8 years ago here in Mexico, I was so scared because I thought people were going to leave my set, you know? I thought it was going to be like so harsh for them because even now it's still a little bit weird to play dubstep. So imagine like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I can only play dubstep like on my friends' parties or stuff like that. But now I feel like, because of what you said, I think maybe people can relate to myself and think like maybe if she plays and she produces, maybe I can do it too, you know? So it's kind of been fun to know like all of the new artists. I know it's a little bit hard if you don't produce. That's like the hard thing. But if you produce, I want to meet you. Like if you live in Mexico and you make dubstep, I want to meet you and I want to help you. So that's like the fun part, to be always like in contact of all of these amazing artists. That's what I think is the best part.
And I feel like even though there may not be a lot of people who love bass music, like it's hard to find other headbangers sometimes.
Yes.
Not in
Yes,
Denver,
exactly.
but other parts of the world. They are just the nicest people.
And when you do, it's like
Right?
unicorns.
Yeah.
Like a unicorn. So going off topic real quick, when I was in Playa del Carmen,
Yeah.
I decided to go scuba diving, and I wanted to go to some of the cenotes. And so I found a dive guide, and he took me on a private tour. And we actually, I don't know if you guys seen it, but we took an underwater photo with the Dubstep BI flag. It's pretty sick. I'll put it on the
I
video.
haven't seen it. I'm gonna check it out.
But it's super cool. But anyways, obviously the flag was super wet, and so I was like, all right, we need to like lay this out and let it dry out. So we go back to the truck, and I'm taking off my wetsuit and everything, and I have the flag over the truck bed. And I had a few people coming up to us and being like, you listen to dubstep? Oh, I do too.
What?
And they're like, you're the
Oh my
Dubstep
God.
BI. Am I going to be arrested? Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, there's headbangers in Cancun.
Yeah. It's like
It was so
family,
cool.
right? Yeah, it's like family. I feel like it's like when I travel to another part of the world and I meet with some Mexican, it's like, oh, what's up? Hello, ¿cómo estás? It's like family, even if you don't know them,
Yeah.
I feel like that's the same way in here, like about dubstep. I have like a bunch of friends, and we're all friends because of that, basically. Like
Mhm.
all of the artists that you see in my labels, we're all friends, and we're all friends because of that. So yes, it's like really powerful.
And it's
It's a
funny
powerful
too.
thing.
Like I've met most of my best friends on the internet, and it's because we all love dubstep. Like you connect with your dubstep friends on the
Right.
internet, and then you eventually meet in person, and you just
Yes.
have the best relationship.
Yes, that's the difference when I play in the US. Is that you all have this amazing community, like the rave community. You're all so nice, like so nice. Mexico is here. It's nice too, but in here, if they don't like you, they won't support you. Like it's kind of a tough crowd.
Mhm.
But in the US, you are all like so open minded, and even if I play super weird dubstep, you're gonna groove to it.
Mhm.
That's what like a little bit different than here. But I like both. I like both audiences.
Yeah, I feel like it's also different from country to country. Like when we were in Europe going to shows, people were not willing to talk to strangers.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they're not just going to come up to you and like trade candy with you. No.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, exactly.
So
It's so different. But in Europe, I feel they're more like reserved. Like more they
Like
keep the
polished.
things for themselves. Yes. Yeah.
But they do love
Well,
their chance.
except for
Yeah, they
Spain.
do.
I think in Spain it's like it's kind of like a Latin vibe, far away from Latin America. Spain is that kind of vibe,
Yeah.
but the rest of Europe, no, not so much.
have you played anywhere in Europe?
Yes, I played in Spain because my mom is Spanish. My dad is Mexican and my mom's Spanish. So I have all my family, all my, how do you say, toda la familia de parte de mi mamá.
All your family from your mom's side.
Yeah, they live in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Ever since I was a little girl, me and my brother used to go there for the long vacations, in July. So we stood there like for 3-4 months, and then we come back to Mexico. So yeah, I've played in Barcelona. No, in Valencia.
Oh,
It was
Valencia.
amazing. It was amazing, yes.
You lived in Spain, didn't you?
Yeah, I lived in Barcelona.
I love
For 3
Barcelona.
months.
It's like
Oh.
one of my favorite cities around the world, like for sure. It
I
has
love
that
it.
vibe. Yeah.
I would totally move back in a heartbeat, but they need to have more dubstep there.
That's what's missing though. Then it'll be perfect if they have more dubstep shows.
Right. Spanish rail breakers, where you at?
Yeah.
Los españoles,
We need
¿dónde
you.
están?
Yeah, it's so nice. It's an amazing city.
That's awesome. Well, I was actually stalking your Instagram earlier. Sorry, but your Instagram is so on fleek. I noticed that you are an ambassador for Adidas Mexico.
Oh yes.
Like, how did that even happen?
I don't know. It's like it's so weird. It's one of those things that happens and you're like, really? Like, so I started to work with Adidas 3 years ago. They used to give me clothing in exchange of some posts and stuff like that. So it wasn't like money involved. There wasn't like a contract or anything. It was just like, okay, we're gonna give you clothes, and I was like, yay, for sure.
Heck yeah.
Because I've been an Adidas fan for like years. It's like an organic I don't know how to say it. Like, I've always been in love with that brand. Like, for sure, is my favorite brand from all times. So when they decided to give me clothes, I was like, yes, for sure, I'll do it. And then it escalated. And then the second year, they were like, okay, so we like what you've been doing with us, and we wanted to give you your first like collab, so to speak. It was the Arkin silhouette. I think Kendall Jenner was the ambassador for that silhouette in the US. And they gave that silhouette to me here in Mexico City. So they built kind of like my room, as if it was my room in the flagship store. So you will go to the store and you will enter my bedroom. There was like a ton of pictures of me. There was like CDJs where you can play.
Girl.
I know. They built like an entire bedroom as if it was my bedroom. So you can come to like my world, you know? And to me, that was like, what the fuck?
Having
so
a brand
weird.
that big, like, fall in love with you. Oh my gosh.
No,
That's actually really
so
cool.
crazy. Yeah. I still have those shoes just because they mean so much to me. It was my first collab, so to speak. And then after that collab, they offered me a contract. So I'm an official ambassador, and I went to Argentina and we shoot like a campaign together. And now this is my second year being an ambassador with them, and I just did another campaign with them for another silhouette.
That's so
So
cool.
yeah,
Wow.
it's going great.
Damn.
Killing it.
Yeah, the whole room
I
thing is
know.
super sweet too. Like, it takes a lot for a company that big to recognize you, let alone like build out the flagship store in your name.
I know. No, trust me. To me, it's still like, what the fuck? Like, how? But I'm so happy, and that's like one of the best things since it happened. It has been like one of the best things that ever happened to me. I'm so grateful with them.
Do they like let you in on the latest releases? Do you get heads
Yes,
up
they
that
send
stuff's
me
coming?
they send me the releases even if they are not on stores. So I have the shoes, and I get to see them before they're on stores everywhere. So it's
That's
kind of
sick.
dope.
Wow. Yeah. I wouldn't
Yeah.
complain.
Goals.
Yeah, it's
No,
so
that's
cool,
awesome.
and the team is amazing. They all have an amazing team for the ambassadors. We're like 20 ambassadors here in Mexico or less, and they're all so nice to us. Like, it's an amazing brand. So I'm so happy with them.
Well, changing topics here. So I have a question for you. What
Yeah.
women would you say are killing it in dubstep right now?
Oh my god, I have so many.
Top
Okay.
5. Or just name them. Name them all.
I'm gonna name them all. I feel like it's kind of a pyramid. Like, first you have like the two rave moms, which are like Res and Alice in Wonderland. You know, those are like no. It's Res, Alice in Wonderland, and then to me is Ana Luno. Those are like the top 3 here. Like, those are amazing. And then I have I love Lucy. I love Bampa. I love Saya, CP, Lizzie Jane, of course,
Yeah.
Jeannie, Jinx, who I'm playing with tomorrow at Miami.
Shout out Jinx.
Hell yeah.
Yes. And I think they're all like doing an amazing job. And if you notice, each every girl has like their own style, you know. It's not like I don't know, like, oh, Bampa sounds like Jessica or Jessica sounds like Bampa. No, it's like they all have like their amazing styles on their own, which is amazing. And I don't know, I would love to see a party with all of us together.
Agreed. We need an
Right?
all-female lineup. Let's get it. Let's get
Yeah.
popping in Denver this summer. Come on, ladies.
Yes.
Please.
Ladies, let's all go to Denver.
Yeah.
Let's throw a party.
Well, let's rent a
post-COVID.
penthouse. You know, let's do like dinner and drinks and then throw down.
Yeah.
That
So
sounds
they're
fun.
all killing it right now.
Yeah, and I feel like whenever I meet other women who listen to dubstep in general, they're just like so chill. You know, like it's hard to find other girl headbangers, but when you do, like I click immediately with them. I'm like,
Oh,
let's
for
rage,
sure.
sister.
Yes. I've met I'm the last year I got to tour with Bampa, with Saya, Level Up. I forgot
Yes.
about her. Yes, and I met all of them, and they were like so nice and so chill, and I keep talking to them. I was supposed to do a back to back with CP on Miami last year too, so it was going to be amazing, and then it all got canceled, and I was texting her like, I was hoping to see you for the back to back, and she was like, yeah. But they're all amazing, and it's true. They all have like this chill vibe to them, you know. They're all like, "Hey, girl, yeah, what's up?" And they talk to me, and I talk to them like if we were friends from like a lot of years. So that's dope.
Speaking of back-to-backs, we all saw your back-to-back with Excision at Base Canyon. What the heck? Like, that was so sick. How did that even happen?
That was so weird too, like the Adidas thing. Like, so I was in my studio one day, and my managers were like, "Hey, here's an offer for you." They send me the offers before, so I can check them out and I can like approve them or not, right, for the gigs. So they were like, "Hey, you have an offer here, and it says Base Canyon, Excision, back to back, Jessica." And I was like, "I think this is wrong. I mean, I think it's not okay." And they were like, "No, it is correct." And I'm like, "Wait, am I doing a back to back with Excision? Like, what the fuck?" And they were
Oh my
like,
God.
"Yes, you are." So they explained me about the back to back with all these rising artists and stuff, and I was like, "Oh my God!" The fact that I'm going to do a back to back with Excision, it was like nerve wracking, you know. Like in my mind, I was like, "What if I messed up?" Like when he's, you know, when he's playing a song, what if I messed up with the other song? Like, no. And then he tweeted me. Well, he sent me a message through Twitter, and he was like, "Hey, Jess, so glad you accept the offer. So glad I'm gonna have you here at Base Canyon. We're also happy to have you." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Oh, so do you need stems for one of my songs so you can remix it and maybe like play it at Base Canyon for the first time?" And I was like,
Oh my God.
"Yes, thank you so much.
Like, is this
Yeah.
real? Is this happening?
Is this real?" And he was like, "Okay, which one you want?" And I'm like, "Africa." And in 2 minutes I had the stems on Twitter.
Damn.
Like that, so fast. And I was like, "Oh my God, thank you. I'm gonna do my best
Yeah.
to like not messed up this
Yep.
song." And he was like, "No, just go and do whatever you want, whatever you feel." So I finished the song like 1 week before Base Canyon. I finished the remix like one week before, and when I played there, it was the first time he would be listening to it, and he was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "What the?" And we hugged because I was like, "Oh my God, I did it!" Like I did it. It was so nerve wracking, but the thing that kept me like a little bit calm before the show, it was that right before the back to back with all of us, it was Flux Pavilion. He was playing before us, and when he was like getting downstairs in order for us to come up, he was like, Jessica, you got this, you're gonna kill it, and just to have him as like a mentor, from circus and stuff, saying like, hey, chill, everything's gonna be okay. There was like 30,000 people, or I don't know how many people there was. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I was like really nervous before, but then Flux told me those magic words, and I was like, okay, let's go.
Let's get it. I mean, to have
Let's get it.
Flux Pavilion
Yeah.
of all people hype you up, like,
I know.
he's the
He
man.
was,
Yep.
yeah, he was like really happy to see me and Chimes because we're both from circus. So he was like, he basically mentioned something like circus is on your shoulders now. Okay, so don't please go do it.
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, the burden.
Yeah, don't fuck it up. So I was like, oh my god. Okay,
Wow.
so Shams and me were like, okay, we got this, let's do it. And it was so fun. That day was like magic, like all around, I get to meet like a lot of people for the first time, and it was dope.
That's so sick. Because that's actually how I discovered you, through that remix. And then my friend sent me the snippet of your back-to-back with him from SoundCloud. And I just remember like playing it on repeat for a couple weeks after that. I was like, damn, who
I
is
still
this?
listen to it. It's so
Really?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, even now when I play it, even though it has like 1 year old, it's 1 year old now. It's like people knows the drop and stuff. So I think it was a cool remix, a cool little remix.
Hell yeah. That's legendary.
I
It
would
was
say
dope.
so too. Cool. Well, we will jump into what we call the lightning round. So I don't know if you've done any of these before, but we're just going to ask you questions like this or that. So just answer them as quick as possible. And I'll
Okay.
let Chrissy get started.
All right. Pink hair or blue hair?
Blue hair, even though I have pink hair now.
You rock them both.
This is just a face, but I'll go back to pink, to blue or silver.
Ooh,
Soon.
can't wait to see it.
Yes.
Yes,
What are your dogs' names?
Paco and Chiqui.
Paco y Chiqui.
Yes.
Love it.
Oh, me gusta. Me gusta el perro. Los perros.
Los perros. Paco
Oh,
el
Chrissy.
perro.
Oh, the white girl.
I need to teach you some Spanish, Chrissy. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, one older brother. His name is Christian.
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 Nice.
Yes.
So, I don't know if you have like a ballpark on this, but how many live streams do you think you played over lockdown?
Oh my god. I think I played like 15.
Oh, it's a good
It's
amount.
not that
Yeah.
bad, right?
That's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What are your must-haves in the studio? I see it back there.
Well, this is my must-haves. I have the Apollo Twin here. I have my monitors, which are alpha focal, and then I have my complete right here. So yeah.
Sweet.
All right. This is a tough question, especially for me because I'm Mexican. ¿Qué prefieres? ¿Tacos o tamales?
Wait, tacos. Tacos mil
Can't pick
veces. Tacos all the way. I
I-
don't like tamales that much.
I love
just-
tamales. Oh my god.
I mean, I like them too, but I would eat one in like a month.
Oh my
And
god.
for tacos, I could eat them every day. Like, no problem
True.
about that.
Actually, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. Tacos are more fun. I feel like tamales are kind of bland sometimes.
Right? Yeah.
Coming from me,
Yes.
I love bland things.
Yeah.
No, but tacos, yeah, I can eat them like every day.
True. Same here.
Yeah, same. Okay, SoundCloud or Spotify?
Right now, Spotify. So sad because it used to be SoundCloud,
Yeah.
but no. Right now, it's Spotify, definitely.
At a festival, what main stage would you prefer? Would it be EDC Las Vegas or Tomorrowland? Tomorrowland,
Oh, no,
Belgium.
EDC Las Vegas all the way. It just has this magic. The first time that I played there, I was like, "Is this real? This is like like a mini city.
It
Like
is.
what the fuck?"
It feels like you're on a different planet.
Yes, and I've never been to Tomorrowland, but I know they're all more into those like mainstream EDM vibes.
Like Tiesto, Steve Aoki, David Guetta,
Yes.
all the big room house DJs.
Armin.
Exactly. It's more like big room and techno and stuff like that, and that's fine. And I know that they have their base stage, but I don't know. I don't know how it would be to play main stage there.
Yeah.
It would be so weird.
We did see Alice in Wonderland main stage at Tomorrowland.
Oh well, yeah,
Sick.
yeah.
That was sick.
That's cool. Yeah, but now EDC Vegas, I think.
I will say EDC Las Vegas is probably my favorite festival because in the desert, it feels like you're on Mars. Like you can do whatever you want out there. You know, there's nowhere
Yes,
like
it's
it.
like a Mad Max thing. Yes, it has that vibe.
Okay, last question. Who are your biggest mentors?
All of the circus guys, Flux, Dr. P, Fun Case, even Cookie, that I was so sad that he was gone. But they're all like my mentors because I started to listen to dubstep because of them.
Yeah.
So like when I started to play dubstep, there were many like producers, out there. So you get to listen to Caspa and Flux and stuff
12.
like that. Yes. So that's the type of dubstep that I like the old dubstep, like more simple, like way more skinkier, like, with the melody and stuff. So to me, Flux and Dr. P and all of them are like, whoa.
Legends.
Yes.
Well, Jessica, do you have any final words you'd like to say to everyone who's listening?
Muchas gracias. Thank you so much. I love that you're all supporting us and girls and boys and whatever in bass music. Thank you so much for this interview, and I hope to see you soon at some gig in Denver, right?
Yes.
You live in Denver?
We got you here in the 303. Come play a show, and then we can go hiking after.
And we can go headbanging and do high knees.
Yes. We got you, girl.
Yeah.
So I hope to see you soon at a gig or something. And thank you so much for the interview.
Of course.
Of course. Thanks so much for everyone who's listening. Be sure to subscribe. This was the first episode of season 2. So thank you again, Jessica, for joining us. And
thank
we'll
you.
Keep you guys posted.
Yes.
And we love you.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Ciao.